March 2025 is set to be a transformative month, bringing significant planetary shifts and astrological events that will shape collective energies on both personal and global levels. It's essential to note that these insights are grounded in Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference with the tropical zodiac. This month is particularly notable due to two major eclipses: a total lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th, occurring in Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, and a solar eclipse in Pisces on March 29th, taking place in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. These eclipses, coupled with Saturn's long-awaited transition from Aquarius to Pisces on March 29th, signal a period of intense shifts, endings, and new beginnings across various aspects of life. Saturn, the planet of discipline, karma, and structure, will be making a crucial transition from Aquarius to Pisces after an extended stay in the fixed air sign. As Saturn moves into the watery and intuitive sign of Pisces, there will be a marked shift from structured rationality to a more introspective and spiritual approach. This transition is significant, as it happens just as the solar eclipse occurs in Pisces, intensifying the transformative energies at play. The conjunction of Saturn, Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Rahu in Pisces during this time will create a powerful stellium, amplifying themes related to dissolution of old patterns, emotional upheavals, and deep karmic lessons. Jupiter continues its transit through Taurus, providing a sense of stability amidst the otherwise chaotic planetary shifts. As the planet of wisdom and expansion, Jupiter's placement in Taurus encourages practicality, material growth, and a focus on long-term security. However, with its ongoing aspects on Scorpio, Capricorn, and Virgo, the energy of transformation remains strong, particularly in areas related to deep-seated fears, financial structures, and health-related matters. Jupiter's influence on these signs suggests a period where individuals and societies may be compelled to confront hidden truths, restructure economic policies, or undergo major healing processes. Mars remains in Gemini throughout March, adding an element of restless energy, quick decision-making, and dynamic communication. However, its aspect on Virgo, where Ketu is transiting, can trigger analytical overdrive, unexpected separations, or sudden shifts in work and health matters. This influence may bring a period of rapid changes in industries related to communication, travel, and technology, as well as increased mental stimulation and debate at the collective level. One of the most crucial astrological phenomena this month is Venus retrograding in Pisces from March 2nd. Venus, exalted in Pisces, generally brings heightened creativity, romance, and spiritual love, but its retrograde motion suggests a period of re-evaluating relationships, artistic pursuits, and financial decisions. This retrograde in conjunction with Rahu will likely bring confusion, illusions, or hidden desires to the surface, making it essential to tread carefully in matters of love and wealth. Later, as Saturn joins the planetary cluster in Pisces, the energy will shift towards karmic rectifications in these areas, forcing people to address long-ignored emotional patterns. The Sun's movement from Aquarius to Pisces on March 14th marks another pivotal shift, as it moves from an intellectual and humanitarian approach to a more introspective and emotionally charged phase. Its conjunction with Rahu, Venus, Mercury, and later Saturn in Pisces can bring both enlightenment and chaos, particularly in areas related to governance, spirituality, and global affairs. Since this shift aligns with the lunar eclipse in Leo, it can trigger dramatic revelations, leadership changes, or significant shifts in personal and collective identities. Mercury, the planet of intellect and communication, enters Pisces in its debilitation sign on February 27th and retrogrades on March 15th. This indicates a period where clarity of thought may be compromised, misunderstandings could arise, and decisions should be made cautiously. Mercury's debilitation and retrograde motion in a highly charged Pisces environment suggest a need for introspection, careful planning, and avoiding impulsive actions, particularly in travel, contracts, and business matters. The lunar eclipse on March 14th in Leo, occurring in Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, highlights themes of leadership, personal power, and relationships. Since eclipses bring sudden and often unpredictable changes, this event may trigger shifts in authority figures, political leadership, or personal ambitions. This eclipse will be particularly impactful for those with key placements in Leo, urging them to reassess their purpose, confidence, and role in society. The solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces, in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, is a deeply karmic event, signifying the dissolution of old structures and the emergence of new spiritual insights. This is further amplified by Saturn's entry into Pisces on the same day, marking a profound shift in collective consciousness. This eclipse may bring hidden matters to light, trigger emotional healing, and create a wave of spiritual awakenings across the globe. Since Saturn governs karma and discipline, its entry into Pisces alongside the eclipse suggests a time when past actions will bear significant consequences, urging individuals to embrace a more introspective and spiritual approach to life. The planetary aspects this month indicate intensified activity in Scorpio, Capricorn, and Virgo, with Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter aspecting Scorpio. Deep transformations related to personal power, secrecy, and emotional depth are likely. The conjunction of Venus, Rahu, Jupiter, and Mars influencing Virgo brings attention to health, service-oriented industries, and detailed analysis. Meanwhile, Jupiter, Mars, and Ketu aspecting Capricorn point towards structural changes in governance, corporate affairs, and long-term ambitions. Overall, March 2025 is a month of intense shifts, requiring patience, introspection, and adaptability. The conjunction of multiple planets in Pisces, combined with the eclipse energies and Saturn's transition, suggests that this is a time of karmic realignments, where unresolved issues from the past will demand closure. It is crucial to remain grounded, avoid impulsive decisions, and embrace the transformative energies with an open mind. To accurately assess the impact of these transits, it's crucial to consider your ascendant and moon signs. The ascendant sign provides insights into the timing of life events, while the moon sign reveals how you'll emotionally respond to these changes. Additionally, consider the position of your current Mahadasha Lord in your birth chart, as it can shed light on how these transits will influence the recurring themes of your current dasha period. These specific outcomes will depend on individual dasha periods and how these transits interact with your natal planetary placements. If you are currently in Jupiter's Mahadasha period, its transit influence will be particularly prominent. Remember, the effects of these transits vary for each person. Let's explore how they may affect you based on your zodiac sign and the houses they transit. For Aries, March 2025 promises to be a transformative month with numerous astrological events shaping key areas of your life. With significant planetary transits, eclipses, and a focus on Pisces energy, you will navigate themes of spiritual growth, emotional balance, and practical decision-making. Professionally, March 2025 is a mixed bag for you. Mars' direct motion in Gemini enhances your ability to communicate effectively, brainstorm creative ideas, and collaborate with others. This is a favorable period if you work in fields such as marketing, writing, teaching, or technology. However, the retrograde phase of Mercury in Pisces from March 15th could bring temporary delays, miscommunications, and confusion in your workplace. Ensure that all correspondence, contracts, and agreements are double-checked during this time. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th marks the beginning of a new cycle of responsibilities, particularly if you are in creative or spiritual professions. You may feel the weight of long-term commitments, but this is an excellent time to lay the groundwork for future success. Jupiter's continued transit through Taurus enhances your financial prospects and offers opportunities for growth through diligent efforts. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, involving the Sun, Venus, Mercury, Rahu, and later Saturn, creates a charged atmosphere in your 12th house of endings, introspection, and spirituality. While this may initially feel overwhelming, it's a great time for you to reevaluate your career goals, release outdated ambitions, and embrace new opportunities that align with your higher purpose. The total lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your 5th house, bringing creative inspiration and potential breakthroughs. You may finally receive recognition for past efforts, particularly in artistic or entrepreneurial ventures. Financially, March 2025 requires careful planning and prudence. With Jupiter retrograding in Taurus, there is a focus on managing your resources wisely. This is not the time for impulsive investments or extravagant expenditures. Instead, focus on building a solid financial foundation and reevaluating your long-term financial goals. The solar eclipse in Pisces on March 29th could bring sudden shifts in your financial situation. While this might initially feel destabilizing, it also offers you an opportunity to align your financial strategies with your values and priorities. The influence of Venus in Pisces, conjunct Rahu, could bring unexpected financial gains, especially through creative projects, foreign collaborations, or spiritual ventures. However, Venus retrograde phase from March 2nd might also highlight unresolved financial issues or past mistakes. Use this time to address debts, reassess your spending habits, and create a more sustainable financial plan. The planetary aspects to Virgo and Capricorn suggest that financial growth is possible through disciplined efforts, attention to detail, and strategic planning. In matters of the heart, March 2025 is a time of reflection and transformation for you. Venus exaltation in Pisces initially creates a dreamy and romantic atmosphere, heightening your emotional connection with your partner. However, the retrograde phase of Venus from March 2nd may bring unresolved issues to the surface. If you're in a committed relationship, this is a good time to revisit old patterns, communicate openly, and work through any misunderstandings. The solar eclipse in Pisces on March 29th, occurring in your 12th house, emphasizes the need for emotional healing and letting go of past hurts. If you're single, you may find yourself drawn to spiritual or unconventional connections, particularly with Venus and Rahu in close proximity. However, tread carefully, as these relationships may carry a karmic undertone. For those who are married, the month's planetary dynamics may bring both challenges and growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your 5th house of romance and creativity, encouraging you to rekindle the spark in your relationship. If you have children, this eclipse may also bring significant developments in their lives, requiring your attention and support. The conjunction of Saturn with the cluster of planets in Pisces later in the month emphasizes the importance of balancing personal desires with shared responsibilities. Your family and social life will be influenced by the dynamic transits and eclipses of March. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights your relationships with children and younger family members. This is a good time to engage in creative activities with them or address any issues that may have been brewing under the surface. Saturn's transition into Pisces on March 29th shifts the focus to your 12th house, potentially bringing a sense of isolation or the need for solitude. While this may make you feel distant from loved ones, it also provides an opportunity to focus on your inner world and spiritual growth. Friendships may undergo a period of reevaluation, particularly with Mercury retrograding in Pisces from March 15th. Misunderstandings or communication gaps may arise, but these can be resolved through patience and honesty. The influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces suggests that you may form new connections with people from different backgrounds or spiritual communities. However, be cautious about overly idealizing these relationships, as they may not be as stable as they initially appear. Health is a key area of focus for you this month, as the heavy activation of Pisces and Virgo highlights the mind-body connection. The conjunction of multiple planets in Pisces may bring emotional and mental stress, particularly if you feel overwhelmed by work or personal responsibilities. The retrograde phase of Mercury in Pisces from March 15th may also create confusion around health-related matters, so ensure that you seek clear and reliable information if you're dealing with any medical concerns. The aspects to Virgo, where Ketu transits, emphasize the importance of maintaining a disciplined daily routine and paying attention to your physical health. This is a good time to address dietary habits, incorporate regular exercise, and prioritize rest. Mars' direct motion in Gemini supports physical vitality and energy, but avoid overexertion, as the month's overall energy calls for moderation and balance. The eclipses in Leo and Pisces may bring sudden realizations about your emotional well-being, encouraging you to release stress and embrace a more holistic approach to health. Overall, March 2025 is a month of transformation, introspection, and growth for you, Aries. With Mars moving direct, eclipses activating key areas of your chart, and significant planetary transits in Pisces, this is a time to embrace change, focus on spiritual development, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in career, relationships, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay grounded, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Taurus, March 2025 is a month of significant developments, with your ruling planet Venus playing a prominent role in the astrological dynamics. Venus' exalted position in Pisces amplifies your natural affinity for beauty, harmony, and emotional depth. However, its retrograde motion from March 2nd brings challenges, particularly in relationships and financial matters. Professionally, March 2025 is a period of introspection and recalibration for Taurus. With Venus in Pisces forming a conjunction with Rahu, opportunities may arise in creative, spiritual, or unconventional fields. However, Venus' retrograde motion may also create confusion or delays in professional matters. This is a time to revisit past projects, reassess your career goals, and focus on refining your skills. Avoid making impulsive decisions or committing to new ventures during this period, as the retrograde energy can obscure your judgment. Jupiter's transit through Taurus continues to bring growth and expansion in your career. While retrograde, it encourages you to focus on long-term planning and strategic efforts. This is an excellent time to network, build alliances, and explore opportunities that align with your values and aspirations. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, involving the Sun, Venus, Mercury, Rahu, and later Saturn, activates your 11th house of gains, ambitions, and social networks. This alignment emphasizes the importance of collaboration and community in achieving your professional goals. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th occurs in your 4th house, highlighting themes related to your home and work-life balance. You may need to address issues that have been brewing in your domestic environment, or make adjustments to create a more harmonious balance between your personal and professional life. The solar eclipse in Pisces on March 29th, activating your 11th house, could bring sudden shifts in your social circles or career aspirations. Be prepared for unexpected opportunities or changes that could lead to long-term growth. Financially, March 2025 requires careful planning and mindfulness for Taurus. Venus retrograde motion in Pisces may bring challenges in managing resources, particularly if you've been overly indulgent or impulsive in your spending. This is a good time to review your financial strategies, address debts, and prioritize saving for the future. The influence of Rahu in Pisces may bring unexpected financial opportunities, particularly through creative or spiritual pursuits, but caution is advised to avoid taking unnecessary risks. Jupiter's presence in Taurus continues to support financial growth, especially when coupled with disciplined efforts. Its aspects to Virgo and Capricorn suggest that gains are possible through meticulous planning and hard work. However, the solar eclipse on March 29th may bring sudden financial developments or shifts in your income sources. Use this energy to align your financial goals with your values and make decisions that support your long-term stability. In matters of love and relationships, March 2025 is a time of reflection and transformation for Taurus. Venus exaltation in Pisces initially enhances romance and emotional connections, but its retrograde motion from March 2nd may bring unresolved issues to the surface. If you're in a committed relationship, this is an opportunity to address past misunderstandings, deepen your emotional bond, and strengthen your foundation. Open communication and patience are key to navigating this period. For singles, the conjunction of Venus with Rahu in Pisces may bring intense and karmic connections. While these relationships may feel fated or transformative, they can also be unpredictable or short-lived. Take your time to understand the dynamics and avoid rushing into commitments. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your 4th house, bringing emotional matters to the forefront. This eclipse may prompt you to let go of past attachments or patterns that no longer serve you in your relationships. For married Taurus individuals, the solar eclipse in Pisces on March 29th could bring changes in your social life or shared goals with your partner. This is a good time to discuss your long-term aspirations and work together to create a harmonious future. The influence of Saturn joining the cluster of planets in Pisces later in the month adds a sense of responsibility and commitment, emphasizing the importance of building a stable and supportive partnership. Your family and social life will be influenced by the dynamic transits and eclipses of March. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th may bring changes or revelations related to your home and family. This is a good time to address any lingering issues and create a more harmonious environment. You may also feel the need to focus on nurturing your emotional well-being and strengthening your connections with loved ones. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your 11th house of friendships and social networks, bringing opportunities to connect with like-minded individuals. However, Venus retrograde motion cautions against placing too much trust in new acquaintances or overextending yourself in social commitments. Use this time to reevaluate your relationships and focus on building meaningful connections. The aspects of Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter on Scorpio, Virgo, and Capricorn highlights the importance of maintaining balance in your relationships and addressing any power dynamics or unresolved tensions. This is a time to prioritize harmony and mutual support in your interactions with family and friends. Health is a key area of focus for Taurus this month, as the activation of Pisces and Virgo emphasizes the need for self-care and balance. The conjunction of multiple planets in Pisces may bring emotional stress or mental fatigue, particularly if you've been neglecting your inner well-being. Practicing mindfulness, meditation, or yoga can help you navigate these challenges and maintain a sense of balance. The retrograde phase of Mercury in Pisces from March 15th may create confusion or delays in health-related matters, so ensure that you seek clear and reliable information if you're dealing with any medical concerns. Pay attention to your diet and avoid overindulgence, as the influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces may tempt you to excess. The aspects to Virgo, where Ketu transits, emphasize the importance of maintaining a disciplined daily routine and addressing any underlying health issues. This is a good time to focus on preventive care, make positive lifestyle changes, and prioritize rest and relaxation. The influence of Mars in Gemini supports physical vitality, but avoid overexertion and ensure that you're balancing activity with adequate rest. Overall, March 2025 is a month of introspection, transformation, and growth for Taurus. With Venus retrograde in Pisces, eclipses activating key areas of your chart, and significant planetary transits, this is a time to embrace change, focus on your inner world, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in relationships, finances, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay grounded, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Gemini, March 2025 presents an intricate mix of opportunities and challenges, driven by the dynamic interplay of planetary movements and their effects on your sign. Mercury, your ruling planet, plays a pivotal role this month as it transits Pisces, its debilitation sign, before going retrograde on March 15th. Professionally, March 2025 is a time of introspection and recalibration for Gemini. Mercury's debilitated position in Pisces could bring confusion, miscommunication, and delays in work-related matters. As Mercury retrogrades on March 15th, you may feel a pull to revisit past projects, reassess your career goals, and fine-tune your strategies. This is not the best time to initiate new ventures or make significant decisions, as the retrograde energy can obscure clarity and lead to misunderstandings. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, involving the Sun, Venus, Rahu, and later Saturn, activates your 10th house of career and public life. This powerful alignment emphasizes the importance of adaptability and creative thinking in navigating professional challenges. While the conjunction creates opportunities for recognition and growth, it also brings a degree of unpredictability. Collaborations may be particularly fruitful, but ensure you communicate clearly to avoid potential conflicts or missteps. Mars's presence in Gemini throughout the month energizes you and enhances your drive to achieve your goals. However, its influence can also make you prone to impulsive actions or decisions. Channel this energy wisely by focusing on tasks that require initiative and determination while tempering your impatience. Financially, this month calls for caution and prudence. Mercury's debilitated and retrograde motion may create complications in managing resources or negotiating deals. Double-check all financial transactions, contracts, and investments to avoid errors or unforeseen setbacks. The influence of Venus retrograde in Pisces, combined with Rahu's presence, may bring unexpected opportunities for financial gain, particularly through creative or unconventional means. However, be wary of taking unnecessary risks, as the energy of Rahu can sometimes lead to illusions or overestimations. Jupiter's ongoing transit through Taurus, your 12th house, continues to emphasize the importance of long-term financial planning and addressing hidden expenses. Its aspects to Virgo and Capricorn suggest that gains are possible through meticulous effort and disciplined budgeting. The solar eclipse on March 29th, occurring in Pisces in your 10th house, may bring sudden shifts in your professional or financial circumstances. Be prepared for surprises and use this energy to align your financial goals with your broader aspirations. In matters of the heart, Venus exaltation in Pisces initially enhances romance and emotional connections, but its retrograde motion from March 2nd may bring unresolved issues to the surface. If you're in a committed relationship, this is a time to address past misunderstandings, strengthen your emotional bond, and build a more stable foundation. Open and honest communication is key to navigating this period successfully. For singles, the conjunction of Venus with Rahu in Pisces may bring intense and karmic connections. These relationships may feel transformative but can also be unpredictable or fleeting. Take your time to understand the dynamics and avoid rushing into commitments. The solar eclipse in Pisces on March 29th, activating your 10th house, could also bring changes or new developments in your love life, particularly through professional or social connections. For married Gemini individuals, the influence of Saturn joining the planetary cluster in Pisces later in the month adds a sense of responsibility and commitment to your partnerships. While this energy encourages you to work through challenges and deepen your bond, it may also highlight areas where adjustments are needed. Be patient and prioritize mutual support to build a harmonious and enduring relationship. Your family and social life will be influenced by the dynamic transits and eclipses of March. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th occurs in your 3rd house, highlighting themes related to communication, siblings, and close friendships. This eclipse may bring revelations or changes in your immediate social circle, prompting you to reevaluate your connections and focus on meaningful relationships. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, activating your 10th house, also impacts your social interactions and public life. You may find yourself in the spotlight or taking on new responsibilities within your community. However, Venus retrograde motion cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in new acquaintances. Use this time to strengthen your bonds with trusted friends and family members while maintaining healthy boundaries. The aspect of Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter on Scorpio, Virgo, and Capricorn highlights the importance of maintaining balance in your relationships and addressing any unresolved tensions. This is a time to prioritize harmony and mutual support in your interactions with loved ones. Health is a significant area of focus for Gemini this month, as Mercury's debilitated and retrograde position in Pisces may bring mental fatigue, stress, or confusion. It is essential to prioritize self-care and establish a balanced routine to maintain your physical and emotional well-being. Engage in practices that promote relaxation and mental clarity. Mars's presence in Gemini provides you with energy and vitality, but it also increases the risk of overexertion or impulsive actions that could lead to accidents or injuries. balance your enthusiasm with caution and ensure that you're taking time to rest and recharge. The aspects to Virgo, where Ketu transits, emphasize the importance of addressing any underlying health issues and focusing on preventive care. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th may bring emotional matters to the forefront, prompting you to reflect on your inner well-being and release any pent-up emotions. Similarly, the solar eclipse on March 29th highlights the need to balance your professional responsibilities with your personal health. Use this period to make positive lifestyle changes and cultivate habits that support your long-term well-being. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th adds a sense of discipline to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of self-expression and emotional healing. This is a great time to explore creative pursuits, reconnect with your inner self, or engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. The retrograde phases of Venus and Mercury caution against rushing into new ventures or making hasty decisions. Instead, use this time to reflect, plan, and align your actions with your values. Overall, March 2025 is a month of introspection, transformation, and growth for Gemini. With Mercury retrograde in Pisces, eclipses activating key areas of your chart, and significant planetary transits, this is a time to embrace change, focus on your inner world, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in relationships, finances, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay adaptable, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Cancer, March 2025 is a transformative month, as powerful planetary movements and eclipses create opportunities for growth and self-discovery. With the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, the lunar and solar eclipses, and significant retrogrades, you are likely to experience changes in career, finances, relationships, and personal well-being. This month emphasizes the need to align with your emotional strength while remaining adaptable to external shifts. In your professional life, March 2025 offers both challenges and breakthroughs. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, your ninth house of higher learning, wisdom, and long-term aspirations, opens doors to opportunities for growth and expansion. This alignment includes the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, and later Saturn, creating a powerful influence that may push you to explore new horizons. If you are involved in teaching, publishing, or travel-related work, this month could bring notable advancements or recognition. However, Mercury's debilitated position in Pisces and its retrograde motion beginning on March 15th may create delays, miscommunication, or confusion in professional matters. This period is ideal for revisiting past projects, refining your strategies, and seeking guidance from mentors or experienced colleagues. Avoid making impulsive decisions or launching new ventures during the retrograde phase. The solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces adds an element of unpredictability, potentially bringing sudden changes in your career trajectory. While this may initially feel destabilizing, it also offers a chance to realign with your true purpose. Trust your intuition and be open to unexpected opportunities that align with your long-term goals. Financially, this month requires careful planning and attention to detail. Jupiter's transit in Taurus, your 11th house of gains and aspirations, continues to bring steady growth and support through social connections and group efforts. However, the retrograde motion of Venus, the planet of wealth, in Pisces from March 2nd may create fluctuations in your financial flow. Be cautious with investments, partnerships, and large expenditures during this period. The influence of Rahu in Pisces may tempt you to take risks or pursue unconventional financial opportunities. While some of these may prove lucrative, it's essential to evaluate the long-term implications and avoid hasty decisions. The solar eclipse on March 29th highlights the need to balance your financial ambitions with ethical considerations and practical planning. Focus on building a solid foundation rather than chasing quick gains. In matters of love and relationships, March 2025 brings opportunities for growth and healing. The retrograde motion of Venus, your natural benefactor in relationships, may stir unresolved issues or past connections. If you are in a committed relationship, this is a time to address lingering misunderstandings and strengthen your emotional bond. Open communication and mutual understanding are key to navigating this phase successfully. For single Cancerians, the conjunction of Venus with Rahu in Pisces may bring fated or karmic encounters. These connections may feel intense and transformative, but they could also be fleeting or challenging. Take your time to understand the dynamics and avoid rushing into commitments. The solar eclipse on March 29th could also trigger significant changes or new developments in your love life, particularly through long-distance connections or shared pursuits. Married individuals may find this month a period of adjustment and reflection. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th adds a sense of responsibility and maturity to your relationships, urging you to work through challenges and prioritize stability. While this energy may feel restrictive at times, it also lays the foundation for lasting growth and harmony. Your family and social life will be influenced by the dynamic transits and eclipses of March. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th occurs in your second house, highlighting themes related to family values, communication, and financial matters. This eclipse may bring revelations or shifts in your family dynamics, prompting you to reassess your priorities and strengthen your bonds with loved ones. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your ninth house, encouraging meaningful interactions with friends and extended family members. This is a time to connect with like-minded individuals who share your values and aspirations. However, Venus retrograde motion cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in new acquaintances. Focus on nurturing existing relationships and creating a supportive network. Health and well-being are significant areas of focus this month, as Mercury's debilitated and retrograde position in Pisces may bring mental fatigue, stress, or confusion. It's essential to prioritize self-care and establish a balanced routine to maintain your physical and emotional health. Engage in practices that promote relaxation and clarity, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of addressing emotional well-being and releasing pent-up feelings. This is a great time to focus on inner healing and self-reflection. The solar eclipse on March 29th underscores the need to balance your responsibilities with self-care. Avoid overexertion and seek support when needed. Mars's ongoing transit in Gemini, your 12th house, may increase your energy levels but also heighten your susceptibility to stress or impulsive actions. Balance your drive with caution and ensure that you're taking time to rest and recharge. The aspects to Virgo, where Ketu transits, emphasize the importance of addressing any underlying health issues and focusing on preventive care. March 2025 is a deeply spiritual month, with the activation of your ninth house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and the solar eclipse. This period encourages introspection, spiritual practices, and connecting with your higher self. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th adds a sense of discipline to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of self-expression and emotional healing. This is a great time to explore creative pursuits, reconnect with your inner self, or engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. The retrograde phases of Venus and Mercury caution against rushing into new ventures or making hasty decisions. Instead, use this time to reflect, plan, and align your actions with your values. Overall, March 2025 is a month of introspection, transformation, and growth for Cancer. With Mercury retrograde in Pisces, eclipses activating key areas of your chart, and significant planetary transits, this is a time to embrace change, focus on your inner world, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in relationships, finances, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay adaptable, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Leo, March 2025 is a powerful and transformative month as astrological events bring focus to your personal growth, relationships, and career. The dual eclipses, significant planetary transits, and a dynamic interplay of energies offer a mix of challenges and opportunities that encourage you to step into your power and align with your goals. Your professional life is in the spotlight this month, with the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, your 8th house of transformation, shared resources, and hidden matters. This alignment, featuring the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, and Saturn by the end of the month, signals profound changes in your career. You may experience sudden developments, such as a shift in responsibilities, a new role, or the emergence of hidden opportunities that propel your professional growth. The solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces further amplifies this transformative energy. While eclipses often bring unexpected events, they also offer opportunities to realign with your true purpose. Be prepared to let go of outdated patterns or roles that no longer serve you. Trust the process and remain open to exploring uncharted territory in your career. Mercury's retrograde in Pisces, beginning on March 15th, may cause delays or miscommunication at work. Use this time to review past projects, refine your strategies, and address unresolved issues. Avoid making major decisions or starting new initiatives during this period, as clarity may be elusive. Financial matters require careful management this month, as Venus, your natural benefactor in money matters, retrogrades in Pisces from March 2nd. This transit may bring fluctuations in income, delays in payments, or unexpected expenses related to shared resources, taxes, or debts. Avoid risky investments and focus on consolidating your financial position. Jupiter's ongoing transit in Taurus, your 10th house of career, continues to support steady growth in earnings through professional efforts. However, the influence of Rahu in Pisces may tempt you to pursue unconventional or speculative ventures. While some risks may pay off, it's crucial to assess the long-term implications before committing. The solar eclipse on March 29 highlights the need to balance your financial goals with ethical considerations. Use this period to reassess your financial strategies and prioritize stability over short-term gains. Collaborative efforts and partnerships may prove beneficial if approached with caution. Relationships take focus this month, with the lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14 activating your first house of self-expression and individuality. This eclipse brings heightened emotions and a need to reassess your role in relationships. You may experience revelations about your needs, boundaries, and desires, prompting you to make necessary adjustments. For those in committed relationships, Venus retrograde motion in Pisces may stir unresolved issues or past misunderstandings. This is a time to work through challenges with patience and open communication. Focus on strengthening the emotional connection with your partner and addressing any lingering concerns. Single Leos may encounter fated or karmic connections during this period, particularly through the influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces. These encounters may feel intense and transformative, but it's essential to take your time and evaluate the dynamics before diving into commitments. The solar eclipse on March 29 could bring sudden changes or new developments in your love life, particularly in areas related to shared resources or long-term plans. Trust your intuition and remain open to exploring deeper levels of intimacy and emotional connection. Your family and social life may experience shifts this month, as the lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14 highlights themes of self-expression, communication, and personal identity. This is a time to reassess your relationships with family members and address any unresolved conflicts. Focus on creating harmony and understanding within your home environment. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your 8th house, emphasizing shared responsibilities and deep emotional connections. This alignment encourages meaningful interactions with close friends and family members. However, Venus retrograde cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in new acquaintances. Prioritize nurturing existing relationships and maintaining healthy boundaries. Health and well-being are important areas of focus this month, particularly with the lunar eclipse in your sign on March 14th. This event highlights the need to address any imbalances in your physical, emotional, or mental health. Take time to rest, recharge, and reconnect with your inner self. Mercury's retrograde motion in Pisces may bring moments of mental fog or confusion, making it essential to maintain a balanced routine and prioritize self-care. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and clarity, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature. Mars's ongoing transit in Gemini, your 11th house, may boost your energy levels but also increase your susceptibility to stress or impulsive actions. Balance your drive with caution and ensure that you're taking time to rest and recharge. The aspects to Virgo, where Ketu transits, emphasize the importance of addressing any underlying health issues and focusing on preventive care. March 2025 is a deeply transformative month for your spiritual growth, with the activation of your 8th house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and the solar eclipse. This period encourages introspection, healing, and connecting with your higher self. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29 adds a sense of discipline and focus to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14 highlights the importance of self-expression and emotional healing. This is a great time to explore creative pursuits, reconnect with your inner self, or engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. The retrograde phases of Venus and Mercury caution against rushing into new ventures or making hasty decisions. Instead, use this time to reflect, plan, and align your actions with your values. Overall, March 2025 is a month of transformation, self-discovery, and growth for Leo. With the influence of eclipses, retrogrades, and significant planetary alignments, this is a time to embrace change, focus on your inner world, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in relationships, finances, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay adaptable, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Virgo, March 2025 is a significant month as the dynamic planetary transits and eclipses bring shifts in various areas of life. With Mercury's retrograde in Pisces, a multi-planet conjunction in your 7th house of partnerships, and the influence of the lunar and solar eclipses, this month offers opportunities for growth and transformation. Staying grounded and adaptable will help you navigate the challenges and make the most of the opportunities. In your professional life, March 2025 brings a mix of progress and introspection. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, your 7th house of partnerships, indicates potential collaborations and new opportunities that require teamwork and negotiation. The alignment of the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, and Saturn by the end of the month in this house highlights the importance of building strong professional relationships and aligning with like-minded individuals to achieve your goals. Mercury's debilitated position in Pisces and its retrograde motion starting on March 15th may create delays, misunderstandings, or challenges in communication at work. This period is ideal for revisiting past projects, renegotiating terms, and fine-tuning your strategies. Avoid starting new ventures or signing major contracts during the retrograde phase, as clarity may be lacking. The solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces could bring sudden developments in your career, particularly in areas involving partnerships or joint ventures. While this may feel unsettling at first, it also offers an opportunity to realign your goals and make necessary adjustments. Trust your instincts and be open to exploring unconventional approaches to professional growth. Financially, this month emphasizes caution and strategic planning. Venus, the natural significator of wealth, retrogrades in Pisces from March 2nd, potentially causing fluctuations in income or unexpected expenses. Be mindful of your spending habits and avoid impulsive purchases or risky investments during this time. Jupiter's ongoing transit in Taurus, your 9th house of luck and long-term gains, continues to provide support for financial growth through educational pursuits, travel, or mentorship. However, the influence of Rahu in Pisces may tempt you to take financial risks. While some risks may pay off, it's essential to evaluate the long-term implications and prioritize stability. The solar eclipse on March 29th highlights the need to address shared financial responsibilities, debts, or investments. Collaborating with trusted advisors or partners can help you navigate these challenges and build a stronger financial foundation. Focus on creating a balanced approach to managing your resources. Relationships take focus this month, with the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activating your 7th house of partnerships. For those in committed relationships, this alignment brings opportunities for deeper connection and mutual understanding. However, the retrograde motion of Venus may also surface unresolved issues or past conflicts. Open and honest communication is key to navigating this phase and strengthening your bond. For single Virgos, the influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces may bring fated or karmic connections. These encounters could feel intense and transformative, but it's important to take your time and evaluate the dynamics before making commitments. Be cautious of idealizing potential partners, as clarity may be clouded by the retrograde energy. The solar eclipse on March 29th could bring sudden changes or revelations in your love life, particularly in areas related to long-term commitments or shared goals. Trust the process and remain open to exploring new possibilities while staying true to your values. Your family and social life may experience shifts this month, as the lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your 12th house of introspection and endings. This eclipse highlights the importance of letting go of old patterns or dynamics that no longer serve you. Use this time to focus on healing and strengthening your emotional bonds with loved ones. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces encourages meaningful interactions with friends and family members. However, Venus retrograde cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in new acquaintances. Focus on nurturing existing relationships and creating a supportive network. Health and well-being are important areas of focus this month, particularly with Mercury's debilitated and retrograde position in Pisces. This transit may bring moments of mental fog, stress, or confusion, making it essential to prioritize self-care and establish a balanced routine. Engage in practices that promote relaxation and clarity, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th emphasizes the importance of addressing emotional well-being and releasing pent-up feelings. This is a great time to focus on inner healing and self-reflection. The solar eclipse on March 29th underscores the need to balance your responsibilities with self-care. Avoid overexertion and seek support when needed. Mars's ongoing transit in Gemini, your 10th house, may boost your energy levels but also heighten your susceptibility to stress or impulsive actions. Balance your drive with caution and ensure that you're taking time to rest and recharge. The aspects to Virgo, where Ketu transits, emphasize the importance of addressing any underlying health issues and focusing on preventive care. March 2025 is a deeply spiritual month, with the activation of your 7th house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and the solar eclipse. This period encourages introspection, spiritual practices, and connecting with your higher self. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th adds a sense of discipline to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of releasing old emotional baggage and embracing a more authentic version of yourself. This is a time to explore creative pursuits, reconnect with your inner self, or engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. The retrograde phases of Venus and Mercury caution against rushing into new ventures or making hasty decisions. Instead, use this time to reflect, plan, and align your actions with your values. Overall, March 2025 is a month of introspection, transformation, and growth for Virgo. With Mercury retrograde in Pisces, eclipses activating key areas of your chart, and significant planetary transits, this is a time to embrace change, focus on your inner world, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in relationships, finances, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay adaptable, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Libra, March 2025 is a dynamic and transformative month. With significant planetary transits, a multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, and the influence of both the lunar and solar eclipses, your focus will span career, relationships, personal growth, and health. This month's events offer opportunities for deep reflection and meaningful progress if you stay balanced and adaptable. Your professional life experiences significant developments in March 2025. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, your sixth house of work, service, and daily routines, brings transformative energy to your career. This alignment, featuring the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, and Saturn by the end of the month, highlights your ability to manage responsibilities and refine your approach to work. While challenges may arise, especially with Mercury retrograding in Pisces from March 15th, these moments can lead to improved efficiency and better strategies if handled with patience. The solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces amplifies these themes, potentially introducing sudden changes in your work environment or responsibilities. You might find yourself taking on new projects or facing unexpected opportunities to showcase your skills. While this can feel overwhelming, trust that these changes are paving the way for long-term growth. Venus, your ruling planet, retrogrades in Pisces starting March 2nd, adding a layer of introspection to your professional pursuits. This is a time to reassess your goals, reconsider ongoing projects, and ensure that your work aligns with your values. Avoid making major career decisions during this retrograde phase and focus on refining your plans instead. Financially, March 2025 calls for careful planning and attention to detail. The retrograde motion of Venus in your sixth house suggests potential delays in receiving payments or unexpected expenses related to health, work, or legal matters. Avoid impulsive financial decisions and focus on creating a stable budget that accommodates unforeseen costs. Jupiter's ongoing transit in Taurus, your eighth house of shared resources, taxes, and inheritances, supports financial growth through collaborations or long-term investments. However, the influence of Rahu in Pisces may tempt you to take financial risks. It's essential to weigh the pros and cons carefully before committing to any ventures. The solar eclipse on March 29th highlights shared financial responsibilities, such as loans, debts, or joint investments. Use this time to reassess your financial strategies and prioritize transparency and balance in partnerships. Collaborative efforts can prove beneficial if approached with clarity and mutual understanding. Relationships take focus this month, with the lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activating your 11th house of friendships, social circles, and aspirations. This eclipse brings heightened emotions and the potential for significant changes in your relationships. You may reassess your connections with friends, romantic partners, or social groups, seeking greater alignment with your values and long-term goals. For those in committed relationships, Venus retrograde in Pisces may surface unresolved issues or past misunderstandings. This is an opportunity to address these challenges and strengthen your bond through open communication and mutual support. Focus on nurturing your connection and creating a harmonious dynamic. Single Libras may experience fated or karmic encounters during this period, particularly through the influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces. These connections could feel intense and transformative, but it's important to approach them with discernment and take your time before making commitments. The solar eclipse on March 29th could bring sudden revelations or changes in your relationships, particularly in areas involving shared responsibilities or long-term plans. Trust the process and remain open to exploring deeper levels of intimacy and connection. Your family and social life may experience shifts this month, as the lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of balance and authenticity in your relationships. This is a time to reassess your role within your social circles and prioritize connections that bring mutual support and joy. Be mindful of any lingering conflicts and work towards resolving them with compassion and understanding. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces encourages meaningful interactions with family members and close friends. However, Venus retrograde cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in new acquaintances. Focus on nurturing existing relationships and creating a supportive network. Health and well-being are key areas of focus in March 2025, particularly with the activation of your sixth house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces. This alignment highlights the need to maintain balance in your daily routines and prioritize self-care. Pay attention to any signs of stress or fatigue and make adjustments to your schedule to ensure adequate rest and relaxation. Mercury's retrograde in Pisces may bring moments of mental fog or confusion, making it essential to stay organized and focused. Engage in practices that promote clarity and mindfulness, such as meditation, yoga, or journaling. Address any underlying health issues promptly and avoid neglecting preventive care. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th emphasizes the importance of emotional well-being and releasing pent-up feelings. Use this time to focus on inner healing and self-reflection. The solar eclipse on March 29th underscores the need to balance your responsibilities with self-care. Avoid overexertion and seek support when needed. March 2025 is a deeply spiritual month, with the activation of your sixth house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and the solar eclipse. This period encourages introspection, spiritual practices, and connecting with your higher self. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th adds a sense of discipline to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of aligning your actions with your aspirations and embracing your unique talents. This is a great time to explore creative pursuits, reconnect with your inner self, or engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. The retrograde phases of Venus and Mercury caution against rushing into new ventures or making hasty decisions. Instead, use this time to reflect, plan, and align your actions with your values. Overall, March 2025 is a month of transformation, introspection, and growth for Libra. With Venus retrograde in Pisces, eclipses activating key areas of your chart, and significant planetary transits, this is a time to embrace change, focus on your inner world, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in relationships, finances, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay adaptable, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Scorpio, March 2025 is a transformative and pivotal month as intense planetary transits and eclipses activate several key areas of your life. With a multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, eclipses influencing your chart, and the dynamic energies of Mars and Saturn, this month will bring significant developments in career, relationships, finances, and personal growth. Adaptability and strategic thinking will help you navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Your professional life is marked by profound shifts this month, as the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your fifth house of creativity, self-expression, and speculative ventures. This alignment, involving the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, and later Saturn, brings opportunities to showcase your unique talents and pursue innovative ideas. However, Mercury's retrograde in Pisces from March 15th may cause delays or miscommunications in work-related matters. It's important to double-check details, revisit unfinished projects, and avoid launching new initiatives during this time. The solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces further amplifies these themes, potentially bringing unexpected opportunities or changes in your career path. While this energy may feel intense, it also offers a chance to realign your goals and tap into your creative potential. Trust your instincts and remain open to exploring unconventional approaches to professional success. Mars, your ruling planet, continues its transit through Gemini, your eighth house of transformation and shared resources, until it turns direct on February 24th. This placement emphasizes collaborative efforts and strategic planning. You may find yourself dealing with joint ventures, investments, or matters involving inheritances. Approach these situations with caution and avoid taking impulsive risks. Financially, March 2025 calls for careful planning and a strategic approach. The retrograde motion of Venus, the natural significator of wealth, in Pisces from March 2nd suggests potential fluctuations in income or unexpected expenses related to speculative ventures, children, or creative pursuits. It's important to budget wisely and avoid unnecessary risks during this time. Jupiter's ongoing transit in Taurus, your seventh house of partnerships, supports financial growth through collaborations and joint investments. This placement encourages you to seek guidance from trusted advisors or partners when making important financial decisions. However, the influence of Rahu in Pisces may tempt you to take shortcuts or pursue high-risk opportunities. Prioritize stability and focus on long-term gains. The solar eclipse on March 29th highlights the importance of reassessing your financial strategies and addressing any imbalances in shared resources or debts. This is a favorable time to renegotiate terms, settle outstanding obligations, and create a stronger financial foundation. Relationships take focus this month, with the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activating your 5th house of romance and self-expression. For those in committed relationships, this alignment brings opportunities to deepen your bond through shared creative pursuits or meaningful conversations. However, Venus retrograde motion may also surface unresolved issues or past misunderstandings. Open communication and mutual understanding are key to navigating this phase and strengthening your connection. Single Scorpios may experience intense and transformative connections during this period, particularly under the influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces. These encounters could feel fated or karmic, but it's important to approach them with discernment and take your time before making commitments. Be mindful of idealizing potential partners or rushing into relationships. The solar eclipse on March 29th could bring sudden revelations or changes in your love life, particularly in areas involving long-term commitments or shared goals. Trust the process and remain open to exploring deeper levels of intimacy and connection. Your family and social life may experience shifts this month, as the lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your 10th house of status and public image. This eclipse highlights the importance of finding balance between your personal and professional responsibilities. You may need to reassess your role within your family or social circle and prioritize connections that align with your values and aspirations. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces encourages meaningful interactions with children, creative collaborators, or close friends. However, Venus retrograde cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in new acquaintances. Focus on nurturing existing relationships and creating a supportive environment for yourself and your loved ones. Health and well-being are key areas of focus this month, particularly with the activation of your 5th house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces. This alignment emphasizes the importance of maintaining balance in your daily routines and addressing any underlying health issues. Pay attention to signs of stress or burnout, and make adjustments to your schedule to ensure adequate rest and relaxation. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th may bring heightened emotions or stress, making it essential to focus on your mental well-being and engage in practices that promote inner peace. The solar eclipse on March 29th underscores the need to prioritize self-care and avoid overexertion. Engage in activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature. Mars's transit through Gemini, your 8th house, may boost your energy levels but also heighten your susceptibility to stress or impulsive actions. Balance your drive with caution and ensure that you're taking time to recharge and focus on preventive care. March 2025 is a deeply spiritual and transformative month, with the activation of your 5th house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and the solar eclipse. This period encourages introspection, creative expression, and connecting with your higher self. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th adds a sense of discipline to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of aligning your actions with your aspirations and embracing your unique talents. This is a great time to explore creative pursuits, reconnect with your inner self, or engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. The retrograde phases of Venus and Mercury caution against rushing into new ventures or making hasty decisions. Instead, use this time to reflect, plan, and align your actions with your values. Overall, March 2025 is a month of transformation, introspection, and growth for Scorpio. With Mars' dynamic energy, Venus retrograde in Pisces, eclipses activating key areas of your chart, and significant planetary transits, this is a time to embrace change, focus on your inner world, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in relationships, finances, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay adaptable, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Sagittarius, March 2025 is a transformative and pivotal month as intense planetary transits and eclipses activate several key areas of your life. With a multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, eclipses influencing your chart, and the dynamic energies of Jupiter and Saturn, this month will bring significant developments in career, relationships, finances, and personal growth. Adaptability and strategic thinking will help you navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Your professional life is set to undergo significant changes this month, as the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your 4th house of home, stability, and foundational support. This alignment, involving the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, and later Saturn, emphasizes the importance of creating a strong base for future growth. You may find yourself focusing on work-from-home opportunities, real estate ventures, or family businesses. However, Mercury's retrograde in Pisces from March 15th may bring delays, miscommunications, or the need to revisit ongoing projects. The solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces further highlights the need for introspection and strategic planning in your career. Unexpected changes or opportunities may arise, urging you to reassess your long-term goals and align them with your personal values. This is a favorable time to focus on building a stable foundation for professional success while remaining open to new possibilities. Jupiter's ongoing transit in Taurus, your sixth house of work and health, supports steady progress in your daily routines and responsibilities. This placement encourages you to adopt disciplined habits and maintain a balanced approach to work. Collaborative efforts and attention to detail will yield positive results, but avoid overcommitting yourself or taking on excessive workloads. Financial matters require careful consideration this month, as Venus, the natural significator of wealth, retrogrades in Pisces from March 2nd. This retrograde phase may bring fluctuations in income or unexpected expenses related to property, family, or home improvements. It's important to budget wisely and avoid impulsive financial decisions during this time. Jupiter's transit in Taurus continues to support financial stability through consistent efforts and practical planning. This is a favorable time to focus on paying off debts, managing expenses, and building a secure financial foundation. Collaborative ventures or partnerships may also contribute to financial growth, provided you approach them with caution and clarity. The solar eclipse on March 29th may bring sudden changes or opportunities related to shared resources or investments. Use this time to reassess your financial strategies and make adjustments that align with your long-term goals. Avoid speculative ventures and focus on creating a stable and sustainable financial plan. Relationships take focus this month, with the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activating your fourth house of home and emotional security. For those in committed relationships, this alignment emphasizes the importance of nurturing your bond and creating a harmonious domestic environment. However, Venus retrograde motion may also surface unresolved issues or past misunderstandings. Open communication and mutual understanding are key to navigating this phase and strengthening your connection. Single Sagittarians may find themselves drawn to deeply emotional or karmic connections during this period. The influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces suggests the potential for fated encounters or relationships that challenge you to grow emotionally. Approach new connections with an open heart, but maintain realistic expectations and take your time before making commitments. The solar eclipse on March 29th could bring sudden revelations or changes in your love life, particularly in areas involving long-term commitments or shared goals. Trust the process and remain open to exploring deeper levels of intimacy and connection. Your family and social life may experience shifts this month, as the lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your ninth house of higher learning, travel, and spiritual growth. This eclipse highlights the importance of expanding your horizons and seeking meaningful connections with others. You may find yourself reconnecting with distant relatives, planning travel, or exploring new cultural or educational experiences with loved ones. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces encourages meaningful interactions with family members and close friends. However, Venus retrograde cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in acquaintances. Focus on nurturing existing relationships and creating a supportive environment for yourself and your loved ones. Health and well-being are key areas of focus this month, particularly with Jupiter's transit in Taurus, your sixth house of health and daily routines. This placement emphasizes the importance of maintaining balance in your physical and mental well-being. Pay attention to your diet, exercise routine, and stress levels, and make adjustments as needed to ensure optimal health. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th may bring heightened emotions or stress, making it essential to focus on your mental well-being and engage in practices that promote inner peace. The solar eclipse on March 29th underscores the need to prioritize self-care and avoid overexertion. Mars's transit through Gemini, your seventh house of partnerships, may bring heightened energy and drive, but also potential conflicts or tensions in relationships. Balance your assertiveness with diplomacy, and ensure that you're taking time to recharge and focus on preventive care. March 2025 is a deeply spiritual and transformative month, with the activation of your fourth house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and the solar eclipse. This period encourages introspection, creative expression, and connecting with your higher self. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th adds a sense of discipline to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of aligning your actions with your aspirations and embracing your unique talents. This is a great time to explore creative pursuits, reconnect with your inner self, or engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. The retrograde phases of Venus and Mercury caution against rushing into new ventures or making hasty decisions. Instead, use this time to reflect, plan, and align your actions with your values. Overall, March 2025 is a month of transformation, introspection, and growth for Sagittarius. With Jupiter's supportive energy, Venus retrograde in Pisces, eclipses activating key areas of your chart, and significant planetary transits, this is a time to embrace change, focus on your inner world, and prepare for new beginnings. While challenges may arise in relationships, finances, and health, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. For Capricorn, March 2025 brings a period of intense focus and transformation. The planetary transits this month, including Saturn's shift into Pisces and 2 powerful eclipses, activate key areas of your life. With a multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, Jupiter's influence on your 5th house, and the impact of eclipses, you are encouraged to balance ambition with emotional well-being. This month will challenge you to reevaluate your priorities and take deliberate steps toward achieving your goals. The transformative energy of the eclipses and Saturn's movement urges you to adapt, grow, and build a stronger foundation for the future. Your professional life is set to gain momentum as Saturn, your ruling planet, enters Pisces on March 29th, marking a significant shift in focus toward communication, creativity, and adaptability. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your 3rd house of communication and short-term plans, emphasizing the importance of networking, skill building, and effective communication. You may find opportunities arising through collaborative projects or initiatives that require innovative thinking. This is the time to embrace new methods and technologies to enhance your career prospects. The solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces brings a turning point in your career. This eclipse may present sudden opportunities or challenges that require quick decision-making. Trust your instincts and remain flexible as you navigate these changes. However, Mercury's retrograde in Pisces from March 15th cautions against rushing into agreements or making impulsive decisions. Review contracts and proposals carefully to avoid misunderstandings or setbacks. This retrograde phase also highlights the importance of refining your communication skills to ensure clarity in professional interactions. Jupiter's ongoing transit in Taurus, your 5th house of creativity and self-expression, supports growth in areas that align with your passions. This is an excellent time to pursue creative ventures, entrepreneurial efforts, or projects that showcase your talents. Focus on long-term planning and maintain a disciplined approach to achieve sustainable success. Projects that were delayed earlier may gain traction, and you'll find renewed motivation to push forward. Financial matters require a cautious and practical approach this month, as Venus retrogrades in Pisces from March 2nd. This retrograde phase may bring delays or uncertainties in financial transactions, particularly those related to travel, education, or communication. Avoid making major investments or large purchases during this period and focus on managing your resources wisely. This is a good time to reassess your financial goals and create a budget that aligns with your priorities. Jupiter's transit in Taurus provides a supportive influence for financial growth through creative endeavors or speculative investments. However, it's essential to conduct thorough research and seek expert advice before committing to any financial plans. The solar eclipse on March 29th may bring unexpected changes in income or expenses, prompting you to reassess your financial strategies and prioritize stability. Be prepared for fluctuations and ensure you have a safety net in place to handle any surprises. Relationships are a key area of focus this month, with the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activating your 3rd house of communication and close connections. For those in committed relationships, this alignment encourages open and honest dialogue with your partner. Venus retrograde motion may bring unresolved issues to the surface, providing an opportunity to address them and strengthen your bond. This is a time to work through misunderstandings and deepen your emotional connection. Single Capricorns may experience heightened emotional connections during this period, particularly through chance encounters or online interactions. The influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces suggests the potential for fated or karmic relationships. However, it's important to take things slow and avoid rushing into commitments until Mercury's retrograde phase ends. Use this time to reflect on what you truly seek in a partner and allow relationships to develop naturally. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your 8th house of transformation and shared resources, bringing a deeper understanding of intimacy and trust. This eclipse may prompt you to reassess your emotional needs and boundaries within relationships, paving the way for personal growth and deeper connections. It's a time to let go of past grievances and focus on building a future rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Your family and social life may experience a mix of harmony and challenges this month, as the lunar eclipse in Leo and the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activate your 3rd and 8th houses. This dynamic energy encourages meaningful conversations and the resolution of past conflicts with family members or close friends. Reconnecting with loved ones can bring emotional fulfillment, but it's important to approach sensitive topics with care and patience. The solar eclipse on March 29th highlights the importance of maintaining clear communication and setting boundaries in your relationships. You may find yourself reconnecting with siblings, neighbors, or childhood friends, fostering a sense of belonging and support. However, Venus retrograde cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in new acquaintances. Balance is key to maintaining harmony in your relationships. Health and well-being are crucial areas of focus this month, particularly with Saturn's entry into Pisces and Jupiter's transit in Taurus. These placements emphasize the importance of maintaining balance in your physical and mental health. Pay attention to your diet, exercise routine, and stress levels, and make adjustments as needed to support your overall well-being. This is a good time to adopt healthier habits and prioritize self-care. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th may bring heightened emotions or stress, making it essential to prioritize self-care and engage in activities that promote relaxation and inner peace. The solar eclipse on March 29th underscores the need to avoid overexertion and focus on preventive care. Consider incorporating mindfulness practices, such as meditation or yoga, into your daily routine to enhance your resilience and emotional stability. Pay attention to any recurring health issues and seek professional guidance if necessary. March 2025 is a transformative month for personal growth and spiritual exploration, with the activation of your third house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and the influence of eclipses. This period encourages introspection, creative expression, and the pursuit of knowledge. Saturn's entry into Pisces adds discipline and structure to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of embracing vulnerability and releasing emotional baggage that no longer serves you. This is a powerful time to let go of past hurts and focus on healing and renewal. The solar eclipse on March 29th further emphasizes the need for self-reflection and alignment with your higher purpose. Overall, March 2025 is a month of significant transformation and growth for Capricorn. With Saturn's entry into Pisces, the influence of eclipses, and the dynamic energies of Jupiter and Venus, this is a time to focus on communication, creativity, and emotional well-being. While challenges may arise in career, relationships, and finances, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay grounded, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Aquarius, March 2025 marks a transformative and dynamic period. With Saturn transiting through Aquarius and making its monumental entry into Pisces on March 29th, the energy of this month is all about personal growth, restructuring priorities, and embracing creativity. The planetary movements, including a multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and significant eclipses, bring opportunities for self-discovery and meaningful change. As you navigate this energetic landscape, it's important to remain flexible and open to the lessons unfolding. Your professional life takes focus this month with significant influences from Saturn, Jupiter, and the solar eclipse on March 29th in Pisces. Saturn's shift into Pisces highlights your second house of wealth and values, urging you to rethink your approach to financial stability and long-term career goals. This transit pushes you to work diligently and align your professional pursuits with your core values. You may find yourself gravitating toward roles that offer a sense of purpose and align with your personal principles. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your second house, emphasizing the importance of communication, collaboration, and financial acumen in your career. Projects involving teamwork or creative problem-solving are likely to flourish, especially if you take a methodical approach. However, with Mercury retrograde in Pisces starting March 15th, it's essential to double-check all communications, contracts, and agreements to avoid misunderstandings. Delays or revisions may be part of the process, so patience and thoroughness are your best allies. The solar eclipse in Pisces marks a pivotal moment for your career. This astrological event could bring unexpected opportunities or shifts in your professional trajectory. Stay adaptable and open to change, as this period may present the chance to break free from limiting situations and embrace a new path. Trust your instincts and be proactive in seizing opportunities that align with your long-term vision. Financial matters come into sharp focus this month, especially with Venus retrograding in Pisces from March 2nd. This retrograde phase encourages you to reassess your spending habits, investments, and financial goals. Avoid making major financial decisions or large purchases during this time, as unforeseen complications could arise. Instead, use this period to review your budget, streamline expenses, and identify areas where you can save or invest more wisely. Jupiter's continued transit in Taurus, your fourth house of home and property, offers opportunities for financial growth through real estate, family assets, or home-related ventures. This is a favorable time to consider long-term investments that provide stability and security. However, with the solar eclipse on March 29th influencing your second house, unexpected expenses or shifts in income may occur. Stay prepared by maintaining a financial cushion and approaching new ventures with caution and due diligence. March 2025 brings a mix of passion and introspection to your romantic relationships. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your second house, emphasizing communication and emotional intimacy in your connections. For those in committed relationships, this is a time to strengthen your bond by addressing unresolved issues and fostering open dialogue. Venus retrograde motion may bring past relationship patterns to the surface, offering an opportunity to heal and grow together. Single Aquarians may find themselves drawn to potential partners who share their values and ambitions. The influence of Venus and Rahu in Pisces suggests the possibility of fated encounters or karmic connections. However, with Mercury retrograde complicating matters, it's important to take things slow and avoid rushing into commitments. Allow relationships to evolve naturally and focus on building trust and mutual understanding. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your 7th house of partnerships, bringing clarity and transformation to your relationships. This eclipse may reveal hidden dynamics or unspoken truths, prompting you to reassess your priorities and boundaries. Whether you're strengthening an existing bond or moving on from a relationship that no longer serves you, this period encourages growth and renewal. Your interactions with family and friends are highlighted this month, with the lunar eclipse in Leo and the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces influencing your 7th and 2nd houses. These energies encourage meaningful conversations and the resolution of lingering conflicts within your social circle. You may find yourself reconnecting with loved ones or strengthening bonds with those who share your values and vision. Saturn's entry into Pisces emphasizes the importance of creating a stable and supportive home environment. This transit encourages you to invest time and energy into nurturing your family connections and building a strong foundation for the future. However, Venus retrograde cautions against overextending yourself or taking on too many responsibilities. Balance is key to maintaining harmony in your personal relationships. Health and well-being are areas of focus this month, particularly with Saturn's transit into Pisces and the influence of Jupiter in Taurus. These placements highlight the importance of maintaining a balanced approach to your physical and mental health. Pay attention to your diet, exercise routine, and stress levels, and make adjustments as needed to support your overall well-being. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th may bring heightened emotions or stress, making it essential to prioritize self-care and engage in activities that promote relaxation and inner peace. Consider incorporating mindfulness practices, such as meditation or yoga, into your daily routine to enhance your resilience and emotional stability. If you've been dealing with chronic health issues, this is a good time to seek professional guidance and explore holistic approaches to healing. March 2025 is a powerful month for spiritual growth and self-discovery, with the activation of your 2nd house by the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces and the influence of eclipses. This period encourages introspection, creative expression, and the pursuit of knowledge. Saturn's entry into Pisces adds discipline and structure to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your inner growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th highlights the importance of embracing vulnerability and releasing emotional baggage that no longer serves you. This is a powerful time to let go of past hurts and focus on healing and renewal. The solar eclipse on March 29th further emphasizes the need for self-reflection and alignment with your higher purpose. Use this time to explore your passions, connect with your inner self, and set intentions for the future. Overall, March 2025 is a month of transformation and growth for Aquarius. With Saturn's entry into Pisces, the influence of eclipses, and the dynamic energies of Venus and Jupiter, this is a time to focus on communication, creativity, and emotional well-being. While challenges may arise in career, relationships, and finances, they also bring opportunities for self-improvement and deeper understanding. Stay grounded, trust the process, and use this month to align with your highest potential. For Pisces, March 2025 is set to be a transformative and significant month as your sign becomes the focal point of powerful planetary energies. With a multi-planet conjunction in Pisces, Venus retrograde, Saturn's entry into your sign on March 29th, and 2 eclipses shaping the month, you'll experience deep changes across personal and professional domains. As the ruler of your sign, Jupiter continues its transit through Taurus, lending its influence to your growth and stability. This month is a time of introspection, alignment, and embracing opportunities for renewal. Your professional life takes on new dimensions as the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces activates your 1st house of self and identity. This alignment places you in the spotlight, encouraging you to take the lead and showcase your talents. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th marks the beginning of a significant phase of discipline and responsibility in your career. You'll feel driven to lay solid foundations for long-term success and redefine your professional identity. The solar eclipse in Pisces on March 29th serves as a turning point in your career. It may bring unexpected changes or opportunities that challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. Trust your instincts and remain adaptable, as this period could lead to breakthroughs or a new direction. However, Mercury's retrograde in Pisces from March 15th advises caution in communication and decision-making. Double-check contracts, emails, and plans to avoid misunderstandings or errors. Jupiter's influence from Taurus, your third house of communication and short-term goals, supports networking and skill development. Consider taking up a course or attending workshops to enhance your professional capabilities. Collaborative efforts and partnerships are likely to yield positive results, provided you approach them with clarity and patience. Financial matters are highlighted this month, with Venus retrograding in Pisces from March 2nd. This phase encourages you to reassess your financial strategies and spending habits. Avoid making major investments or large purchases until Venus goes direct, as unforeseen complications could arise. Focus instead on budgeting, saving, and resolving any pending financial issues. The solar eclipse on March 29th may bring sudden changes in your income or expenses, prompting you to reevaluate your financial priorities. With Saturn entering Pisces, you are encouraged to adopt a disciplined and practical approach to money management. This is a good time to plan for long-term financial stability and avoid impulsive decisions. Jupiter's transit in Taurus offers opportunities for financial growth through communication, education, or creative pursuits. If you've been considering monetizing a hobby or launching a side project, this is a favorable time to explore those possibilities. Be mindful of the details and ensure that your efforts align with your broader goals. March 2025 brings a mix of passion and reflection to your romantic relationships. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces intensifies emotions and heightens your intuition, allowing you to connect deeply with your partner. For those in committed relationships, this is a time to strengthen your bond by addressing unresolved issues and fostering open communication. Venus retrograde may bring past relationship dynamics to the forefront, offering an opportunity for healing and growth. Single Pisceans may experience fated encounters or serendipitous meetings during this period, particularly with Venus and Rahu in Pisces. These connections could feel karmic, but it's important to take things slow and avoid rushing into commitments. Mercury's retrograde advises patience and caution in new relationships to ensure clarity and mutual understanding. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th activates your sixth house of routine and service, encouraging you to find balance between personal and professional responsibilities. This influence may prompt discussions about shared duties and expectations within your relationships. By fostering cooperation and mutual support, you can create a harmonious dynamic that benefits both partners. Your interactions with family and friends are influenced by the dynamic planetary energies this month. The multi-planet conjunction in Pisces highlights your role within your social circle, encouraging meaningful conversations and the resolution of lingering conflicts. Saturn's entry into Pisces emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing relationships that align with your values. The lunar eclipse in Leo may bring changes or developments within your family environment. This is a time to address unresolved issues and foster harmony among family members. Reconnecting with loved ones or engaging in collaborative efforts can strengthen your sense of belonging and support. However, Venus retrograde cautions against overextending yourself or placing too much trust in new acquaintances. Focus on nurturing connections with those who have consistently supported you and avoid spreading yourself too thin. Health and well-being are crucial areas of focus this month, particularly with Saturn entering your sign and the influence of the eclipses. This transit emphasizes the need to adopt a disciplined approach to your physical and mental health. Pay attention to your diet, exercise routine, and sleep patterns, and make adjustments as needed to maintain balance and vitality. The lunar eclipse in Leo on March 14th may bring heightened emotions or stress, making self-care a priority. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and inner peace, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature. If you've been dealing with chronic health issues, this is a good time to seek professional guidance and explore holistic approaches to healing. The solar eclipse in Pisces on March 29th underscores the importance of preventive care and emotional well-being. Avoid overexertion and listen to your body's signals to ensure long-term health and resilience. March 2025 is a powerful month for spiritual growth and self-discovery, with the multi-planet conjunction in Pisces placing you at the center of transformative energies. This period encourages introspection, creative expression, and the pursuit of inner peace. Saturn's entry into your sign adds structure and discipline to your spiritual journey, urging you to commit to practices that enhance your personal growth. The lunar eclipse in Leo highlights the importance of releasing emotional baggage and embracing vulnerability. This is a time to let go of past hurts and focus on healing and renewal. The solar eclipse on March 29th further emphasizes the need for self-reflection and alignment with your higher purpose. Use this period to explore your passions, connect with your inner self, and set intentions for the future. Jupiter's influence from Taurus supports learning and personal development through communication and creative endeavors. Consider journaling, attending workshops, or engaging in artistic activities that allow you to express yourself authentically. Overall, March 2025 is a month of profound transformation and growth for Pisces. With Saturn's entry into your sign, the influence of eclipses, and the dynamic energies of Venus and Jupiter, this is a time to focus on self-discovery, emotional well-being, and aligning with your higher purpose. While challenges may arise in career, relationships, and finances, they also bring opportunities for renewal and deeper understanding. By staying grounded, embracing change, and trusting your intuition, you can navigate this month with confidence and emerge stronger and wiser. This is your moment to shine, so take the leap and embrace the possibilities ahead. As we conclude this episode, please remember that these insights are based on sidereal or Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference from the tropical zodiac. Individual predictions may vary, as every birth chart is unique. The influence of dasha periods and natal planetary placements can shape transits differently, both positively and negatively. It's essential to consider your own birth chart when applying these general predictions to your personal circumstances. If you'd like personalized predictions or have questions about your astrological chart, feel free to reach out to us. Stay tuned for more astrological updates. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful astrology content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to sharing more astrological wisdom with you in the future. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shining bright.